Hey guys, Eclipse14 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Okay, so I got some owl fruits and need to head for the Uparupa Cave next. Let's go! So I'm in the Semafort region mainly because dealing with the Owl Woods put me at 11 minutes, and I didn't want to cut a super short episode, so I came back here to just do a little bit of grinding, especially since Rand and John were real close to leveling up, and I would get that done. So, that was that. Also, the Uparupa Cave has some pretty nasty enemies, which was why I was kind of hesitant to go there in the first place. Because, dealing with a tough boss only to have something go wrong in the next area would have been a bit of a problem. Anyway, there's a beach here, and I'm actually going to head for Township, because fire weapons actually have some use here. That's actually why I haven't changed to the Soul Sword yet. Because this will actually have some use. I just need to figure out... There's Township. Alright, on the beach. And let's go encounter Heckler, who's got the fire equipment. Alright, let's see what we got. Wait, Sten doesn't have something? Well, that sucks. At least I should have switched instead of... Actually, no. Let's see the difference. I mean, that's perfectly fine because I can replace... Equal power, only with a fire element advantage. Okay, so it's not as bad. I can do a free swap without issue. That's good. But with that in hand, I can probably get through the cave a little bit better, although I wish Sten had something since he goes first anyway. The only reason I've got him over Kaz is because he's going to be used pretty soon. So it's probably best to keep him in the party to level him up. Whoops. And there's the cave. Sail on in? Well, swim on in, it's not a boat. And somehow I'm still underwater. Well, anyway, let's head this way. Starting off with two stingers, which have a pretty nasty counterattack, and they can cast Cure 1 on themselves. Lovely. Well, I should be okay regardless. Sten... I'll just use one spark. Because without a decent weapon, Sten's gonna be doing some really crappy damage. Blown out for nearly 300. That's why I said... Oh wow, 16, that's it. Well... I can at least do this, I just have to watch Sten. Alright, looks fine to me. Alright, out of the water. Oh, apparently another encounter before I enter the next room, which has the same thing in an Arbot who's got Egg Beater. That's gonna be a problem. Would it be smart to just call for I'm just gonna call for a flame. Nuke 'em. Yeah, Egg Beater's a problem, especially against Nina and Sten. So I have to be real watchful for them. They're just healing themselves without purpose. Get out of my sight. Alright, takes care of that. Inside here is a quarterstaff. That's for Kat, and of course she's not in the party, so I'll give it to her first chance I get. Okay, first strike against that and a Cyrene, who can cause sleep And when sleep is caused, a whole bunch of tornadoes are cast, which actually don't wake people up. So, real nasty. And that's why I am putting full prejudice against it. Fortunately, they don't have a whole lot of HP, but again, they are straight up unpleasant. Honestly, auto. You're an idiot, you know that? At least that one makes some sense. But yeah, look at that, 5 damage. And gets countered for 46. That was why I was hoping Sten had an extra weapon. Alas, that's not the case. Speaking of Sten, he does hit 17 though, so that's nice. And also speaking of him, Cure 1. Alright, so there's the next chest. And my next encounter. Okay, this is a joke. Blown out. Okay, looks like there's another one. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Flame again. Really? You're just healing yourselves. For no reason. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with it being ran because of the stone armor, but... boom! I will now need a wisdom fruit to use on him. Because I might need flame again. But first off, this chest, which contains another gold for fishing purposes. Well, wait. I should have done that a long time ago, and I never did. You still lose 20 HP for that, even in field. That's weird. These fruits suck. Okay, I'm glad it's a lead-off, because that looks like hell. I'm not even... I don't want Sten to use Flame in this case, because, I mean, I have a worthwhile chance. I'm just gonna do Thunder and Sonic Boom. Let's see if they do anything. Average. Yeah, that's kind of low because Red's own magic is low. Honestly, I probably should have just fisted one to death. God, that sounds weird. You're not getting Egg Beater. And neither are you. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so that worked out, kinda meh. Could have been worse, though. Okay, so 2 of them, and I don't have that first strike. It's only 2 of them, so honestly, I think I'll be good just doing this. Yeah, that's not gonna work on those who are not casting magic, which is none of us. Blasted. And that wraps that up. Alright, that brings us here, and finally we get out of the... Nope, I guess not. We're still stuck here. Okay, thankfully it's a first strike against this. I'm gonna run Spark. Ryu can one-shot. Nina seems to not be able to do so. So I'll just run the magic and Ran fists it to death. Oh no. I should be okay. I'm gonna need some healing. Ryu's gonna need some healing. Kneeling. I don't know what the... Nina hits 18, which is very nice. Go ahead. Finally get out of the water. And honestly, Cure 2. Alright. I can go up. Another one. Okay, this is a joke. Unless Sten gets hit with a critical. Oh wow, dodge. Well, that worked out nicely. Alright, there's the next chest, which is an ocean robe. Alright, that might go to Nina. Yep, and that looks pretty nice. Works for me. And eventually we reach the Uparupa Cave. Uh-oh. Actually, can't I, Oh, it's just the same lines. I thought it said something else. Nah, it's not necessary. I know exactly what to do. Oh, encounter. Wait, you're on full land. What the hell? Not that it makes a difference, but like... What the hell? Nope, I got 5. That's kind of what I meant by saving my Zenny. That's why I went to the Owl Woods last episode first. So what we need to do, there's a whole bunch of holes, and that's where the Uparupas are. There are 2 special ones. Yeah, see the green eyes right in the top right corner? That's where one's hiding. But there are 2 special ones where you don't have to fight them. I'm gonna see if I can find... This is one of them. In which case, yes. Now I need to step back about 5 spaces, I think. Looks like I got it. And I'm still gonna fight this thing. Okay, maybe I hit the wrong one or something. Well, either way, dragon. Just kind of do my usual stuff. $28? Uh-oh. They resist fire. But fortunately, a dragon takes care of it. 4,800 experience and 800 Zenny. Oh, this is it. Okay, so what happens here is that with the 2 special ones, if you let it go, it'll drop a chest. And there's also a second item you can pick up upon leaving and coming back. If you keep it, you just get an Uparupa that does absolutely nothing and you don't get the specialties. Hit yes. With that, there's the chest. Yay! Inside, the Buster Sword. Beating Cloud by 2 years. Imagine. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's even better than the Flame Sword, so no longer do I need a use for that, and Jean can get that Soul Sword. About time. Now, as I mentioned, I now need to exit and then come back. Up. And that should reset. Yep, there it is. In which case it reloads. And inside is a Charm Shield. Go ahead and put that on him. Which is even better than the Iron Shield. Actually, can somebody... Okay, give it to Sten. He needs equipment anyway. And that's the cave. Not much else you need to do. So, yeah, I let the Uparupa go, but to be honest, you just have to run through this whole thing, and technically you caught an Uparupa by fighting the boss. So we can still proceed through things despite not having one. And that's the thing of importance here. Also, I gotta watch these damn encounters on my way back. But I should be okay. Spark. Likewise, I'll spark. Just take one of them out. Dodge. And see if I can get out of here without trouble, but the encounter rate's kind of high, and I'm at 17 minutes, so I'm not... I am gonna try. Alright, I no longer have the fire capabilities anymore. That's okay, I got no worries. At least for this fight, I'll put the Flame Sword back on. Because I completely forgot. Even with it being technically stronger, that property gives extra damage. Stuff happens. Change back. But once I get out of here, it's definitely going to be a permanent replacement. And I can finally remove the Flame Sword for good. Okay then. This could be a problem. I'll just Sonic Boom, Spark. Nope. Yeah, the counter isn't actually applying the property, which is kind of weird. But that's perfectly fine, because that takes one out. Yeah, notice a normal attack is adding the property, and that's why I'm getting 150 as opposed to the counter being like that. It's weird, but that's just how it works. Ryu hits level 20, which is very nice indeed. Alright, into the water. This could get bad. I'm gonna try, but yeah, this could get ugly quick. Depending on, Sweet Breath. Yep. Fortunately, Ryu stays up, which is good. But yeah, they're just gonna start casting Tornado, which is gonna be a problem. And again, maybe not for this one. Yeah, magic doesn't wake him up. Holy crap, 4 HP. Yeah, that's why I said I was worried, but at least I pulled through the skin of my teeth. Cure 2. I might as well cure 1 as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let's try to get the hell out of here. We're at 20.5 minutes. Well, almost according to my timer. I mean, I'll still keep going for fights. As long as it's Ryu or Rand, I'm fine. Nina and Sten, that could be trouble. Yeah, the encounter rate's just up. Blast. Blown up for 208, and I can auto this. Uh-oh. Well, at least Nina could take 1, but more than 1 would have been trouble. Alright. Don't take a risk, don't take any risks, just run Cure 1. Honestly, just do a second one. Ryu will be fine at 84. I got enough defense. I just gotta get the hell out of this place. Definitely want to take the Siren out. You guys are just healing yourselves. For nothing. Why? Alright, the real threat's out of the picture. Now I just gotta blow up these fish. Yeah, like that does anything. Okay. Still running on time. Just get me the hell out of here. Yeah, I still want to fight, because this game has its tough parts. And I'm trying to be fair by not bringing in Dice, who I did recruit. Which is why some of this actually is taking a lot longer than it should, because, I mean, she would blow it all up, because she's overpowered at this stage. But I'm doing it fair and square. The main reason I picked her up at that time was so I didn't forget about her. Really? Okay, I'm not gonna touch the Sten. I'm just going to, I don't even know there's like a defend command here. There should be, but no, there isn't. Just use one of these. No risks taken. One counter, and gone. At least I'm trying to think here. Rand hits 19, Sten hits 18. That is awesome to see. Can I get the hell out of here now? Not before one more, at least. And it's the same garbage. Yeah, honestly, just... We'll see if Rip does anything against counters. Honestly, I should have been doing that in the first place, because it takes him completely out of the counter rate. Unless the others are gone. I've had some near KOs, but I've yet to record one. Well, that's just due to sheer luck, to be honest. Same thing. Critical. Nope, counter still, okay. So, oh well. Can I get the hell out of the cave now? Nope. Just keep going, just keep going. At this rate, I'm just gonna... Yeah, spark 1. Rep. I don't see them doing counter. As you can see, no elemental property. Which is unusual, but it's just how it works. Honestly, I should have just hit the other one. Oh well. Alright, got it. Can I get out? I just have a little more to go. I made it. Finally. At nearly 27 minutes, I'm just gonna head straight for the township. And that's where I'm gonna save and cut off. And before I face one more stupid encounter before I, get there. Okay. In this case, just get in. Everybody restores themselves. And I'm gonna walk out. Save the game. And with that, I will cut this off. Next episode, we're gonna finish up the whole grass van thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.